Hello beautiful beings, and welcome back to the channel. I hope this video helps you grow into the person that you want to be and the truth of who you are. And today's topic is worthiness and the incredible impact that feeling our own self-worth and recognizing it daily can have on our ability to manifest and enjoy our lives. So I like to put things into practice. I think that's the best way to understand if something's going to resonate with you or not. So I want you to choose a topic in your life, either something you know you don't feel worthy of, like a certain relationship, a certain opportunity, certain number of followers, a certain car, whatever it is that you're knowing you're unworthy of, pick that. Or if you're not aware of where you feel unworthy, just choose something that you want that hasn't manifested for you yet. And this is where we're going to look at worthiness and how clearing our misconceptions about our own worthiness helps things come into our field a lot quicker, even instantaneously. And at the very least, we can feel our worthiness instantaneously. And what happens when we are radiating with the frequency of worthy? What is drawn into our experience? What's magnetically attracted to that? So always doing the work from the inside, create something sustainable that you can have, you can continue to utilize. Whenever something's not quite right, I want you guys to have these tools that you can go to and say, okay, I'm going to shift my inner state so the outer experience can reflect something new back to me. Because that's how it's working, right? We are being shown the reflection of what we are holding on the inside because we are that powerful. Or rather, we're that connected, So what is it you feel unworthy of or you've been having a hard time manifesting? Write that down. Always have your pen and paper ready for our videos, you guys. So write down what you want. Now take a few deep breaths. Because a lot of times when we have blocks around something, it's because it's deep and unconscious. We might think, oh no, I feel worthy of that. I feel fine about that. But if you did, you wouldn't be struggling with it, right? If it felt good to you, you wouldn't feel unworthy. If it felt good to you, you wouldn't feel a struggle in manifesting it. So deep breaths. Feel into this thing that you want or desire or know you feel unworthy of. Could be a relationship, could be a specific kind of relationship, could be a specific caliber of person. Maybe you've dated a lot of lower, I don't want to say low frequency, but people that aren't in alignment with you. And maybe on some level you feel unworthy of someone that would really align with you. Maybe you want a certain amount of income, but you've decided you're not worthy of it. Whatever it is, it can be anything. It can even be you want peace. Now, whatever it is you wrote down, I want you to just draw a line down the center of the paper. And on that left side of the paper, I want you to write down, I'm not worthy of this because. Now, tune into yourself and listen to the parts of you, because there's parts of you that believe you're not worthy. So pause the video here and just listen and get real freaking honest with yourself. Get a good look at yourself and jot down why you're not worthy of what you want. I'm assuming you've paused the video and you've done your work. And now you can look at that list of why you're not worthy, and that is the exact barrier to this thing you desire. And what you want wants you. So you've got what you want and it wants you, otherwise there wouldn't be an attraction to it. And slammed in the middle there are these beliefs about why you're not worthy. And that's what's keeping this natural magnetic energy separate, is this force field of I'm not worthy because. So for some, you know, it's like a relationship. They're like, well, I'm not worthy of that kind of person because I'm not in shape enough yet, or because I'm not smart enough, or rich enough, or handsome enough, or strong enough, or influential enough, or popular enough. You know, there are hidden reasons back there why we've decided we're not worthy of something. And it might surprise you what you jot down on paper. And if you still feel there's more in you, pause the video again and write it down. What makes you think you couldn't be with this thing? What makes you think it wouldn't be harmonious for you to have that Ferrari? What makes it think you couldn't be with a partner of the caliber that you want? What makes you think that you can't live a life of peace? What makes you think? Write those things down. And you can look at them and just kind of recognize that those are negative beliefs you've had about yourself, and those are the blocks you put in place between you and this natural magnetism. So what you want wants you, and it's your distorted beliefs that are holding that separation in place. There's work to be done on this. I can't go into it. It would be the longest video ever to clear all of these beliefs, but just having a recognition of where you're holding yourself separate is the beginning of your mind sort of dislodging a lot of this, and just bringing awareness to it automatically starts the healing process. So now we're going to take it a step further. And on that right side of the paper, I want you to write down what it would take for you to feel worthy. Like, give me some really clear things. What would it take for you to be worthy of this thing you want? For you to picture yourself with it or them or whatever, and just feel, yes, completely in harmony, like that is right. Pause the video. And once you've got those written down and you see, wow, this is what I would need. This is what I'm telling myself I would need. I want you to find action steps of getting there. Because your worthiness will build as you build what you feel worthiness is. Build on that. If it's you need to be more of a truthful person, write down a way you can start being more truthful. If it is you need to be more involved in your community, write down why you need or how you can do that. Write down 1 to 2 action steps per thing of how you can start doing that and start stepping into that. That worthiness is really just like it's showing you where you want to be more strong and more fortified. If it's, I need to be more fit, more in shape, write down a couple of fun ways that you can start doing that. And when you start doing these things, your excuses for why you're not worthy are going to start dissolving and falling away. But even before you do these things, we're going to start dissolving and making that block to what is naturally trying to come together dissolve. So underneath the action steps you want to take to build your own sense of self-worth, I want you to write down why you are already worthy. Because chances are you are overlooking places that you are already worthy. Chances are you have hyper-focused on the flaws or where you're coming up short, or those spaces that you don't feel as good about, and you haven't taken the time to really focus on what you bring to the table. I've got a couple of mine written down. I did this exercise. You can do it on very specific things, right? And I had 2 things written down that I needed to take action steps on to build my own sense of self-worth. But then I had like a list of all these reasons why I am already worthy. My presence and listening skills, my inner wisdom, my discernment, my good intentions, the way I'm committed to self-improvement and self-growth, my integrity, the amount of personal freedom I have and have created in my life, my trust, faith, and inner peace, how I'm the eye of the storm most of the time, my optimism and resilience, my compassion and kindness, my love, my thoughtfulness, my creativity, and my consciousness. I am already worthy because I'm already the embodiment of all of that. And we all have things we are embodying that make us deeply worthy and a match to and a benefit to what we desire. We just have to go deep and look and actually see where our value already is. And I'm not of the belief like, you're just worthy of everything all the time. But I am of the belief that we are worthy of what is calling our hearts, and what we wants us to. And we should allow for that by having this deep recognition of where we are already valuable. So now you've got this, make that list. Go deep. Look into a mirror while you make this list. What is it about you that is already so special? What have you cultivated? It took me a long time to cultivate that peace. And when I made that list of why I'm worthy of this thing that I desire, I thought about, what if I knew someone with all these qualities? I would really enjoy and appreciate them, even if they didn't have those other two things that I know I need to work on to feel a greater sense of worth. I would already be like, wow, this person's like a valuable person that I want to have around. So this is about a holistic approach of really recognizing your own worth and letting that grow, and being willing to do the work to develop your worthiness. And after you've made that list of why you're already worthy, that list of what you think you need to do to be worthy might change. You might go, I can cross that off. It's best if you only have like 1 to 4 things to focus on. I have 2, and I like that. 2 is a good number. It's like this and this. Nobody gets to decide if you're worthy but you. And when you see what you already have to offer in being who you are in this moment, that barrier starts dissolving and breaking away. And what is meant to be gets to come together beautifully. Let me know how this flows for you guys. Please like and subscribe if you like and you want to subscribe. And share this with a friend who you think would benefit from it. And I'll see you on Wednesday.